Welcome back, everyone. In this video, we are going to take a look at what's always rated as one of the top 10 functions that you should know how to use if you're learning how to use Excel. And this function is called VLOOKUP. The V stands for vertical, which means up and down, and you'll see why this is appropriate to the search in a second. Here's a general idea. Here I have an item. Drink, carrot, apple. It's what the person has decided to buy. So they've put it in a list. What I want to do is I'd like to pull up the price of these items and put them here. The price is stored in what they call an array. Okay? You may look at it and say, well, it's like a table. So it's a table. Excel will call this an array of data here. And you'll see here, I know the price of a drink is $1.50. So I'd like to be able to go, oh, drink, vertically search this column. And when I find drink, move over, grab that 150, and that's what I want to plunk there. When I have carrot, I want to search down the list vertically, find the word carrot, and then move over to this column and grab 25 cents and put it there. This way, if you have a lot of items or a list of a lot of things, and you have some sort of source table or source array, you can actually grab the values from another table. And you'll see with our examples, this can be really useful to do in a lot of your spreadsheets. So here we go. I'm going to go into this cell over here, and I'm going to use the VLOOKUP. So the command is vertical lookup, bracket, and you're going to see what it asks us for. It says, what value do I want to look up? So this is the lookup value, which I've written here is search for this. Well, I want to search for A4. So I can just click there. So I search for A4, comma, table array. This is where you're going to be searching for the information. So the information should be neatly laid out in a table somewhere, on some spreadsheet. Well, it's right here. So I'm just going to click, hold down and drag, and let go. And you'll see it's written D4 to E7. So D4 to E7. That's how you indicate sort of a square or rectangular area in your spreadsheet. Okay, just like that. Comma. Now this is the one that sometimes confuses people. It says column index. I've put column number. What we want to do here is we want to say what column. So once I find the word drink, which column do I want to grab the information from? Now this table I've selected only has two columns. This is column 1. And this is column 2, right? So column 1, column 2. You'll see here later on, I'm going to have tables that have 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So sometimes you can have a table that has way more than just 1 or 2 columns. So what I have to put in here is I have to put which column I want to get the value from. Well, column 1 is where I'm searching. I don't want column 1. I want column 2. Okay, that's the column that has the price. You don't start counting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You start counting in the actual table that you've selected here. So D4 to E7, this is column 1, this is column 2. That's pretty well how it works. The last one here says approximate match or exact match. You're always going to put false for this course. False, which means I need an exact match. Don't approximate the words, okay? If it says drink, it has to say exactly drink, spelt the same way there. That's really it. I hit the enter key, and it pops $1.50. It's perfect. What did it do? Well, it vertically looked up for A4. It looked for drink. It found it, and then it went over to column 2. And that's column 2, and it grabbed $1.50. Nice, not too hard to use. Now, what we're going to see here is I'm going to fill this equation down, and we're going to see a problem. And then we're going to fix the problem. So you can still fill this column with the auto. And you'll notice it worked for carrot. It worked for apple. But drink's not working. And you're sort of wondering, well, drink worked up here. What's going on? The easiest way to show you what's going on is just look at what it's done to the equation when it auto-filled. This used to be A4, D4, E7. Check out the next line. A5, yeah, I should be looking for A5, that's carrot. But look what it's done to the table. The table, and you'll see the green highlighted here, it's shifted it down one. And this is when you auto-fill down a column. It does this. It's changed it from D4, E7 to D5, E8. This is bad because you can see now chips is not included in this table anymore in the search. You'll see that when I go down to here, it's changed the table from D8 to E11. Check out where the table is now. It's not even collecting any of the data for search, so of course it can't find anything, and that's why you get the not available. So we have to have a way to prevent Excel from changing the table numbers. And so here's how you do it. Let's clear these ones out. Just highlight and hit delete. And I'll go back to my original equation. The really simple way, it's called an absolute reference. And you do it by using the dollar sign. What this tells Excel is it tells Excel in your functions and your formulas and your equations, don't change this value. Leave it the same. Now the A4, I do want it to become A5 on the next line. So this one we don't touch. But this right here, $4, $7, you literally just sneak it in there like that. This now says that if I do a fill down, that 4 stays a 4. Okay, so the dollar sign means absolutely keep that a 4, absolutely keep that a 7. And now when I fill down, you'll see everything works fine. And you'll see the very last one here for Apple, it's still D4 to E7, but it allowed the A8 to be changed because, yeah, I want it to be A8. So you let Excel change some of them, don't let it change some others. Now that really is the VLOOKUP function. Okay, and that's how it works. When you do your search, the thing you search for has to be the leftmost item in the column. That can be a bit of a pain, but for now, it's a good little beginner intro, right? So you search down the left column, and then you move over columns to the right and grab what you want. Here's a quick other example here. This one here, I have some book IDs. So all the books are just remembered by a code number, and then they have a name, a genre, and a price. Let's do this one here. I search for a book by its ID. So let's say I want to search for book 33. I want to be able to pull up the name. So how do I pull up the name? Equals VLOOKUP. I'm trying to look for, oops, I don't want that to be money. Hold on here. Let's change this to general. There we go. I want a VLOOKUP. I'm trying to look for that cell, B2. So I'm looking for 33. The table I want to look in is this entire big table. Notice I don't select the headings, just the data. Comma. When I do find it, so when I find that 33, I want the name of the book. Well, this is column 1, column 2. So grab column 2, and like we said before, just always type false there. Okay, for exact match. And hit enter, and you get soggy doggy. Pretty good. Now I'm going to copy this equation, and I'm going to plunk it in here. Whoops, that was a mess. But the only difference when I'm going for the genre is I want column 1, 2, 3. So I can just change in my equation here, 3. And then hit enter, and it grabs the genre. Same thing for price. I can just copy paste that equation, and for the price I want column 1, 2, 3, 4. And so let's just change the equation there to a 4. And I got the price. Pretty good. Notice I could even take that equation there, and I could just copy paste that one right into here. And basically this is as if it was going to be a purchase. So you have a list of purchases, go find the ID of the book, pull up the price, grab a total. Well, there's my VLOOKUP. This time I don't want to look for B2. I want to look for A9. The table I want to look for, same table, okay, E5 to H8. And I want to grab the price, column 1, 2, 3, 4. And so I got the 4 and my false. Now I'm going to prepare this so I can copy it down afterwards without any problems. So I'm going to put the dollar signs to keep my table totally fixed, so it doesn't mess with my table when I fill down. And fill down, and beautiful. Let's get a total. Let's go back, use our sum command, and let's take the sum of B9 to B11. Add some dollar signs. And it's looking pretty good. That's basically VLOOKUP. So we have a couple practice ones for you to do. Try your hands at VLOOKUP. Once you get one or two of them working, they're all pretty easy to do. Hope that taught you something new in Excel.